Take 3. Happy Sunday and welcome to yet another episode of Mail Time brought to you by cardzar.com. That's www.cardzar.com. You can find us on eBay, Instagram, and Facebook. Just search Cardzar, CARDS-CZAR, like it says up there. I say take 3 because this is the third time I'm doing this. The first 2 times ended poorly. The first time I stumbled on every word I said. The second time, well, I hit stop 6 minutes in. I'm happy with 6 minutes in, not 26 minutes in. So tonight we are going to talk about a few things here. We're going to talk about the latest cards I got in. We're going to talk about a show I went to today, first show opening up since COVID, and also talk about SGC Grading because we here at cardzar.com are working with SGC to offer you guys group submissions. $10 per card for all cards $250 and below in raw value. $15 per card over $250. Right now, we currently have a submission to SGC, and if you don't know about SGC, they're one of the biggest names in grading right now. They are extremely hot, located out of Boca Raton, Florida. These are their slabs. I like SGC. I believe in them. They have over 20 years of proven track record as they're one of the bigger names in vintage, and now they're trying to get into the modern market because, as you know, if you follow PSA or BGS, the wait time right now is crazy. I have some cards out to PSA. I sent them out probably about 3 months ago. I don't plan on getting them back until the fall. That's just how it is, and that's even before COVID. Since COVID happened, they just have an even bigger backlog because they couldn't turn cards around. So before we get into this, I hope everybody's family, friends, family, you are doing well due to COVID. It's been a crazy time for our country, for our world. It's been a crazy time for the sports card industry. I got to say, I've never seen anything like this, both, for political reasons, for healthcare reasons, for how everybody's just living their day-to-day, but I also haven't seen the sports card industry like this. It's been crazy. Cards that were once $3-4 are going for $220, et cetera, et cetera. But it's been a fun time in that regard. I think it's been really good for us to kind of take our mind off everything going on. Just dive into your cards, and next thing you know, it's 2 hours later, and you've sorted through 100, 200, 300 cards. But yes, so tonight, first off, we're going to talk about SGC, what we can do for you guys here at Cardzar. So again, group submissions. So we have a group submission there now. It's our second submission. We already sent in a few cards a few months ago. That's where you saw, we have a Vlad Guerrero 10. You can find this on our website. Bowman Draft 9 Vlad Guerrero. We have a Wander Franco 9.5. And we have a Dwayne Haskins number to 10 with a 10 auto. So some big cards, some nice cards. Right now we currently have about a 75 card submission at SGC, and this is part of our next bulk submission going out next week. Cards are due to me July 3rd, so if you see this before that, feel free to DM me on Instagram, email me at sales@cardzar.com. Feel free to reach out to me however you can, and we're happy to work with you. I can run down what you got to do. All you have to do is send me cards. I'll take a look at them. I'll let you know what you owe me, and then I send cards to SGC, and then you pay for return shipping to you with insurance, or if you want, we can schedule a meet if you are local to us. So we are in the southern New Hampshire region, so I'm happy to travel if need be. So some cards we got going into our next submission. Colin Murray Prism, we'll talk about him later. We got a bunch of Jason Tatums. These are all Jason Tatums for one of our customers. We got some Kobe Finest. The Tom Brady first year optic, which has been a hot card recently. That's one of the ones I said was selling for $2-3 a few weeks ago. Now it's closer to $20-30. Drew Lock, who's been on fire. We'll see with him. I don't know how I feel about him, but we'll see. Dwayne Haskins silver, beautiful card. I got some Haskins we'll talk about tonight. Stidham, another guy we'll talk about who's super hot right now that Tom Brady is in Tampa Bay. Be still my heart. And then this card's been huge. Jason Tatum Prism. A funny story. I could have swore I had this card. Can't find it anywhere. Fortunately, I do have the red or the Ruby Wave BGS 9.5, and that's been a big card too. So, but even I was trying to buy the PSA 10 of the show today of Tatum, and $500 is what the guy was asking for. He had 4 of them. I brought some cash today, but not that much. So again, DM me any questions on Instagram, Facebook. find us at CardsR, CRDSCZAR, like it says right there. I'm happy to walk you through. If you miss this submission, don't worry, there'll be more submissions. I have some cards I've been sitting on for about 3 weeks because our last customer missed that submission. Not a problem. Any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out. But now what we're going to do is we are going to dive into not only what I picked up today, but also what I've been picking up for the past few months. Like I said, it's been a while since we did one of these mail times. Not just because of COVID and I haven't been going to shows, but also I have a slight obsession with Call of Duty Warzone. So we've been busy in the background. Yes, I have not been making videos, but Adam, my co-founder, and I are continuing to figure out what works best for our website, cardsr.com, and how we're going to reach all of our customers, all of our followers, and just continue on with the content because I'm enjoying this. I mean, getting back into the hobby has been one of the best things I've done, best decisions I've made in a long time. So, all right. So first off, one of the first cards I bought today, and the only hockey card in my collection, Boston Bruins legend goalie Andy Moog. I hate hockey. Take that back. I like playoff hockey. I do not watch regular season hockey, but as a kid, and I've talked about this a lot, I'm all about nostalgia. I liked Andy Moog. I don't know why. I think because his name was hilarious. It's spelled M-O-O-G. So it's Moog. But I saw this today, $20. I was like, that's a done deal, and I'm happy to have it. I like to collect the oddball stuff. I have a bunch of autographs from wrestlers, just because I got them for cheap. These two are great, and we're now moving on to baseball because, like I said, I only got one card from hockey, and that's the only card I have now. So Jermaine Dye, literally, I used to play like MLB Baseball 2000, and he was awesome, so I always liked him. Oakland A's player, played for the White Sox for a while, the Royals before the A's, but he had a few pretty solid years during that run by the A's. 24 home runs, 23 home runs, 31 home runs with the White Sox, 44. So I always liked him. And then Johnny Gomes, you can tell by the Patriots stuff. I mentioned I'm in New Hampshire, huge Red Sox fan. I didn't like Johnny Gomes when he came to the Sox, but when he was here, he just really, Boston loved him. I'm at a show, a New England show. I'm thinking this card's going to be $20, $30 card. $5. No brainer. Michael Chavis, one of my favorite young players. Auto from Panini Donruss. So I don't love getting the Panini baseball stuff because it's non-licensed. Obviously, there's no Boston B on his head. They don't have the rights to that. Only Topps can make baseball cards with that right now. But an autograph's an autograph, and I think he's going to be one of the things. He have a big year. He played really well for the Sox in 2019, and this is his foil from the update series rookie, which Topps had like 14 of his rookies or something. I don't know. I can't keep track of that stuff. That's why I stick to football. It's a lot easier that way. This is a great one. Authentic game worn jersey, Pedro number 250. So I rarely collect baseball right now unless I'm finding autos. Usually I focus most of my time on football, as you'll see in about 5 minutes. Probably less than that. But when I find Pedro, Movon, an autograph I need, like for example, this Mookie Betts auto, which is a gorgeous card. It's tie-dye, so you'd think it's number 25 because most football tie-dye is number 25, but this one's actually number 50. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it, but I think this might be one that I want to grade through SGC. Even though it's a PC item, I'll probably grade it anyways. But I mean, just these colors, the tie-dye I think will really pop in the black case. So, boom, you can kind of get an idea there. So I was pumped to pick that up. I'm a Red Sox fan, but we're on non-speaking terms after the Mookie Betts trade. I thought that was the biggest mistake they've made outside trading Babe Ruth. So I said it. I think Mookie Betts is probably the second or third best positional player, and former MVP, young 27-year-old. You pay these guys in the major leagues, and let's be real here. The Sox, since when are they a small market team? Another former MVP. I picked this up today too, Christian Yelich. This was pretty cheap. I think I got it for like $40. On-card auto, number 240. Again, I like just to collect the stars. I want an autograph of every great player, and he's a former MVP, home run derby champ, I believe. He's a stud. So, no brainer. I think that might have been part of a trade I made, actually. I got rid of a bunch of stuff I didn't want anymore, moved on from it, and got some stuff that we'll either send to SGC, you'll see on the website, or we'll go to my PC. Speaking of stuff I'm obsessed with, if you guys follow us on Instagram, which you don't, that's stupid because our Instagram is fire. fire. Boom. This is my favorite set to date. I've been collecting not only the 2019 rookie class, so Deebo Samuel, but also the 2018 rookie class, Christian Kirk. I have a bunch of other ones. For example, I have a Curtis Samuel, who's 2017. I have Alvin Kamara, who's one of my PC guys. I bought that for my birthday. That was a present to myself. It wasn't cheap. But I just love the look of these autos. They are on-card autos, and this is a canvas type, so it kind of sinks into the paper. And up top, you have the helmet. So top is a helmet relic, and bottom is a patch relic. So I just think a gorgeous card. I think this is way better looking than National Treasures. Give me these over National Treasures any day. Over Flawless, any day. Phenomenal looking set. Now my other obsession has become the Inscriptions set. And I forget what these were placed in. I think maybe Absolute, or there may be a few different sets. But Pinnacle used to be a older set from when I was growing up, early 90s, and all the legends signed. I believe there's Dan Marino, Drew Bledsoe signed, Barry Sanders, John Elway, a lot of great players. Well, they redid this as an acetate, so it's plastic and clear. This is my first George Kittle auto, a number to 100. So this is in the PC. This is my first Phillip Rivers auto, number to 50. I believe this was from first off the line. At least that's what the eBay listing said. Great looking card. I don't like Phillip Rivers that much, but I respect him. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame very good, which in this day and age gets you into the NFL Hall of Fame. I got this one on eBay. I'd like to keep it, but I couldn't pass on the deal. We'll see what I do with it. I'll probably list it in our eBay store, but I couldn't pass on it. I already have a McCaffrey Prism auto, so if I don't have a Kittle and I don't have a Phillip Rivers, so I kind of wanted to get those. And with McCaffrey, if we don't sell it, not a big deal. If we sell it and I get what I want for it, great. Almost traded it today, but I couldn't strike a deal for a Gronk auto. And then finally, Philip Lindsay for the Broncos. So he's going to have some competition now with Melvin Gordon coming to town. So that'd be interesting to see how it all works out. Before we go back into football, let's go with a little basketball that I picked up. So, Mosaic. I don't know. I like the set. I don't love it. I like it. I do like their inserts. I think their inserts are pretty cool. It's kind of old school where they're just, kind of cool stuff, like kind of corny, but kind of cool. But yeah, KG, old school. Allen Iverson, old school. Penny Hardaway, old school. And then they got, again, more corny stuff, Jam Masters. And this just reminds me of NBA Jam, the opening credits. So Tracy McGrady, one of my favorite players growing up. And then we have Shawn Kemp. This is the green. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, again, if you don't, you're stupid. JK kind of. That's a beer hit, a.k.a. I bought it when I was hammered. I bought 3 of them by accident, meant to buy 1. Whoops. Another thing I like about Mosaic is they do the Team USA. So Vince Carter just retired, but we'll never forget when he dunked over the 7-foot Frenchman. But they also have Charles Barkley, the original Dream Team, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen. So a lot of great players from that set. Just kind of cool. I am a sucker for the for bringing back the old guys. I'm not gonna lie, but it's all right. It's still fun. Some more Mosaic that I brought in both on my own and at the show. Let's see here. We got Ja. So I got the Ja Morant. This is something that will probably go to SGC once I take a look at it. And I haven't had a chance to really look at the cards to judge their value. And then we have a bunch of Celtics rookies, Carson Edwards, Grant Williams, Romeo Langford, Tremont Waters. I'm not the type to just send these into SGC. I know a lot of people do. If any of these guys ever turn into anything, yeah, it's worthwhile. But if you ask my opinion, you don't send $2-3 cards in to be graded. It's just pointless. If you're prospecting, it's different. But I don't know. I just think the big reason why we are in the glut of cards just being sitting at the major graders is because people are sending in 15 of these just in case, and then they end up selling them for less than what it costs to grade them. So do what you want to do. If you want to send them in, I'll send them in for you, but I wouldn't suggest it. And then finally, Jason Tatum, green mosaic. So good looking card. I always love when you get one of the colors that goes with the player's jersey. And obviously green's a nice color for Jason Tatum. So I got some more Tatum in here too, but we got another Ja from Hoops. Let's see here. Defying Gravity, Shawn Kemp. I thought this was a big card for some reason, but it's not, I don't think, because there's like 4 of them in like the 50-cent bin. My partner Adam picked up this nice Kevin Garnett game used jersey. This is from 2002, where they just pretty much produce a crap load of KG. It's a nice looking card. I picked up this clay for 50 cents. It's a clay prestige rookie. I mean, it's a solid card for 50 cents. It's going right to my PC. A guy people are sleeping on right now, and I think my boy SP the Titan will agree with me on this one, is Colin Sexton for the Cavs. Obviously, the Cavs are one of the worst teams in the league right now. I think they're actually literally the worst team in the league. Sexton's been playing really well for them. So I picked up this Colin Sexton rookie auto for, I think it was part of a trade, but I think it was valued roughly like $20-$30. And I don't think the guy knew what he had, because that's a solid card. Does he have star appeal? We'll see. I mean, if you're stuck in Cleveland and you guys aren't doing much, then maybe it won't turn into anything. Tyler Hero for the Heat. This will be a nice card to go to SGC. Centering looks pretty spot on. I have to take a look at the surface, because obviously with these optic cards, that's usually the issue. Another card I picked up today that I want to present to SGC, Deandre Aiden. I believe this is a blue velocity. Aiden, former number 1 overall pick, was suspended earlier in the year for PEDs. Whoops. But, I mean, with him and Booker, their future is phenomenal in Phoenix if they can keep Booker, of course. All right, so this one's cool. Got this one for like $10, I think. Steven Adams. Kind of wish he had his crazy beard, but beggars can't be choosers. Happy to get his auto. Put that in the PC. Here's a beer hit. Antoine Walker autograph. So, love the Walker wiggle. Huge Celtics fan, obviously, growing up. What I do like about this card is this is number 88, my favorite number, but also he was number 8 the first time around with the Celtics, and then when he came back, they traded for him again before he went to the Heat. He took number 88, because I think Al Jefferson had number 8. So that was a beer hit. I spent like way too much on this card. Whoops. I don't know why I've always liked Kevin Willis, but I think he was just like a rebounding, blocking animal. When I played basketball, pickup basketball was not good enough to make the travel team. That was always my game. Just let me rebound, let me block shots, let me box people out, let me set picks. And I feel like Kevin Willis kind of always had that. So I picked up that card at auction for a couple bucks, no brainer. This is one of my favorite pickups in a while. Mike Bibby on-card auto from Upper Deck, Finite, or Finite Signatures. Bibby, wish he won a title with the Kings, that sick Kings team with Chris Webber. They never could get it done, them Vlade. I was a big Arizona fan growing up, and he was part of the national championship team. Jason Tatum picked this up. I actually traded a Zion and a couple other cards for this. This card's been on fire. Its value is about $40 to $50. This will definitely be going to SGC. I have this and a couple of the parallels, but I've been a huge Jason Tatum fan since they drafted him. I love the trade that they made to go from 1 to 3, which I know hindsight's 2020, but I was on board with that trade when it happened. Not that I didn't believe in Fultz, but I just love Tatum's game, and you got a athletic big man over a point guard. To me, I think it's a no-brainer. Especially at the time they had Isaiah Thomas. That didn't work out, obviously, but it seemed like there was embarrassment of riches if they ended up going with Fultz at 1. So another Tatum rookie. This is from Essentials. Not a big card, probably like a $10 card. I don't know if I'll send this to SGC. We'll see. I kind of just don't mind selling this raw, making some money on it. A little more Taco. Got a bunch of Taco from Mosaic. And then we got another Ja. This is from the Prism draft picks, which the Prism draft picks really lost a lot of value. The Zion's super cheap, which I get it. I mean, once they release the pro stuff, obviously college stuff takes a hit. But Rui Hachimura, this guy's a guy to look for. He's playing pretty solid. I actually haven't watched a ton of Wizards games, but I know Rui's a hot name. I have watched I've seen some of his highlights. Hot in the hobby right now. Centering's okay on this one. I think I do plan on setting this to SGC. Left to right looks really good, but top to bottom it is a little off. So, but huge market. He's from Japan. I think the Japanese market might kind of cater to him, and if you offer worldwide shipping, why, there you go. UD3 Shaq. I always love this set. This is I think this is the original UD3. The Star, what's it called? Star Focus. Die cut. Just a good looking card. The hologram. We got a Kobe Bryant die cut. We got an MJ hologram, because why not? Adam picked this up today. Kuzma, green, Essentials rookie. Not bad. Kobe Select. And then finally, this is probably my favorite card I picked up today. I don't think the kid knew what he had. But I'm pretty sure this is real. Reggie Lewis, on-card auto. Obviously, he died before they started to really ramp up autographs and cards. But for those who don't know, Reggie was supposed to be the next big thing after the original big three of Bird, Parrish, and McHale. When he was playing with them in 91, 92, averaged 20.8 points. I mean, he was averaging double-digit points almost his whole career playing alongside those guys. And when they retired, he was supposed to really take off. So unfortunately, he had a heart issue and did die of a heart attack. But I really want to get this slabbed and authenticated, because as a kid, I remember watching him and just loving him and being really, really devastated when he died. So when I saw this, I didn't pay a lot for it. So if it comes back fake, well, whatever. But really cool card that I'm hoping does come back legit. So if it does, that's a very rare card. So all right, we're gonna transition into football real quick. And by real quick, I mean maybe not that quick, because I got a lot of football cards today, and I've had a lot of football cards come in the past few weeks, as everybody knows who follows us. Football is the number one. That's the most cards we have on our site and our eBay store, and in my PC. So first off, we're going to talk about my boy Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes stuff has been taking off like gangbusters. The rookies, obviously, we get it. I sold his PSA 10 Donruss Optic rookie before all this started for $425. I was not into it for that much. I was into it for like $10. About 15 graded. COVID happened, and that card, for whatever reason, has now turned into a $700 to $800 card. Okay. I had many of these Prism second-year cards, and this has turned into a $20 card. Okay. I got one. I picked up one today, part of a trade. Also, going through our inventory, I realized I have a lot of the Donruss Optic Patrick Mahomes second-year cards. So those are in our inventory, both on eBay and cardsr.com. I also picked up today one of the Phoenix rookies, or second-year cards, which I already had a bunch of. This card is actually, people I think see the shininess and think it's a silver. I don't promote it that way. I promote it as a base card because that's what it is. That card's taken off. That's going for like $20 right now. The Select, and a bunch of these, that's going for close to $20 right now. And then we have just a few other, Donruss Elite. We have Classics. We have a 50+ contenders on our site. And if you're looking to invest, the contenders is still dirt cheap. I think we're asking like $3 a piece for these. You look at Tom Brady's second-year contenders, and those are selling for, $20. And Mahomes could be, he's the next great one. We have a second-year scorecard, so this is a parallel. That's on our website as well. And then I picked this up today for what was a stupid deal. Rookies and Stars, Mahomes rookie. I had one of these, sold it when he got hot for like probably $30. I got this for right around that, and this is not a $30 card. So I was really happy with that. Going to get this graded. I hope we got to take a look at it again. I think some of the corners look pretty solid. But either way, that's a huge card. Very happy to get that. We get some more quarterbacks that we want to kind of take a look at. And the big guy that I think is going to have a great season in year 2 is Colin Murray. Everybody is all about Drew Lock, and rightfully so. I get it. He's got a lot of weapons around him, but I think Kyler's the guy. So I got 3 of his select rookies. That's the base, and then you have 3 more of the. These are the premier level, so the second level. And then let's see, we got Unparalleled, which I think is a good looking card, and we have Phoenix. So again, there's no shine on this one. I think they actually produced like what was considered silvers, but good card, good looking card. We have Chronicles, which was one of my favorite sets of the year because I always love Crown Royal. There's also Luminance and a few other sets in that. And then we have, we have 2 of the base rated rookies, which will probably go to be graded. Again, once I look at the condition, we have the rated rookie red, the rated rookie blue. These are press proof, I'm sorry. Rookie Gridiron Kings, Kyler. Illusions, Kyler. And this is the big boy. And thank you to Will Harless, my buddy, Bill Harless, who runs the show. Boom. Kyler Murray, bronze, auto. Centering's a bit off on this one, unfortunately. But I still think it's worthwhile getting graded. When you're talking about a card that's over $300 in value, which these are selling for just under $4, I think it's important to get these graded because, again, you're protecting the buyer and the seller. The buyer knows exactly what they're getting, so they can't come back and say, oh, well, you didn't tell me about this big gouge. Like, oh, there was no gouge. So, boom. That is the big boy of the day. Not my favorite card of the day. The Reggie Lewis is up there for that, but it's the big card of the day. I'd say it's easily the most expensive card we picked up. But this is probably my favorite card, one of my favorite cards that I picked up today. Julio Jones, Alshon Jeffrey, Victor Cruz, authentic. It just says authentic memorabilia, so probably not game used. But 3 autos, all sticker. It looks like BGS 9. Gave it an 8.5 centering, which I don't know how you mess up centering on this, but awesome card. Anytime I can pick up a Julio Jones autograph, I do it. Got a Becca 10 autograph too. Reason being, he doesn't sign a lot, but I think he's certainly in like about 10 years. I think his stuff is going to go through the roof. Probably kind of what we're seeing. Calvin Johnson stuff has really started to take off a little bit recently. A lot of times people don't realize how great the player is until they're out of the league. And Randy Moss, his stuff is starting to really take off. So I picked that up. And Victor Cruz is a pretty popular player in his heyday. Alshon's a solid player, so it's not like they have a bunch of schlubs on that. So I don't think that'll hurt the value. Got this one today too, James Conner. This is the variation on-card auto. I think he has a good bounce-back year for the Steelers this year. Got that for a nice deal. Actually got this. Jerry Rice, kind of cool. Seahawks card. Actually got this as a freebie because on eBay somebody took a while to ship the card and I didn't complain. Got a freebie out of it. I was like, all right, thanks. Post this on our Instagram page. Geno Atkins, future Hall of Famer, good player. Got this for under $10. No brainer. That's why we do it. Picked up these 2 for my buddy Jordan over at Boss Breaks. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Been doing a ton of Pokemon breaks, which I know nothing about, but they've been pretty popular. Big OJ Howard collector. So we got number 299 and number 299 from Optic. Also picked up the Boss Hogs auto. I think by accident. I don't think he needs that, but if he does, it's his. All right. We got some Haskins rookies. These will be going to SGC. Pending value or pending shape, base Optic, and then the select number 225 concourse level. This was part of a trade. Actually, both were part of a trade. I had to find some stuff to make a deal work, and he had some Haskins. And I actually, you know what, I believe in Haskins. I think he was set up to fail last year. I think this year with a brand new coach and Ron Rivera, I think he'll be okay. That's why I like this card too. Rookie of the Year contenders, number 25. On-card auto, 12 of 25. Just a great-looking card. Yeah, I'm looking forward to his second year. I don't think he's going to be a bust whatsoever. I hope I'm right. A guy who I think could have a good year, Matt Breida. So he got traded from the 49ers to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins have Jordan Howard and him, and that's really about it. I think he's a solid third down back. This is the Select Silver, So a nice card I got for like 50 cents. This won't be something we grade. We will just put this on our website. We'll put this on our eBay store. But I think it's certainly a solid card for a pretty young player with plenty of upside. Okay. I picked this up today for 50 cents because why not have a Dante Culpepper Bowman Chrome rookie? I don't know. Noah Fant, silver. He's been one of the more popular guys that we've sold this year. His RPA stuff went for decent money. Unfortunately, I took a look at this. There are some blemishes that might hurt the value because I do have a optic silver coming or going to SGC. I wanted to bring this too, but I just don't think it's going to do well, so I'm probably going to hold on to it and just throw it in our eBay store. Anything on eBay or Facebook is considered, or our website's considered near mint to mint, aka, will probably be an 8 or better. I'd say that's no offense, certainly an 8 or better, but again, just a guess. Mecole Hardman, I'm excited for him in his second year with the Chiefs. My boy Mahomes needs somebody to throw to, and Hardman is a good player. So they're from Chronicles. This is the Crown Royal, number 299 RPA. I like that. I got that for a great deal. I was really happy with that. I jumped all over that when I saw it. This one is a player I've been looking for a while. Amon Green, number 215 auto. So I've seen a bunch of his stuff autographed, but I think it was when he was with Seattle or something like that. Green was a stud for the Packers back in the day. I think it was like the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe early 2000s. And I'm pretty sure I had him in fantasy football. So again, I just want to collect guys that I like, guys that I watched growing up, and he was certainly one of them. Tyler Boyd has been one of my last 2 years. Picked him up in fantasy football. I don't need a Tyler Boyd auto. I have a bunch, so I will probably be putting this in our eBay store and on our website. But it was a nice deal, so couldn't pass it up. Kris Carson, I do not have his autograph, and this is Contenders. He's still the guy, I think, in Seattle. Undrafted free agent and outplaying first-round pick Rashad Penny. So it's actually, maybe he was like a 7th-round pick. But either way, he's outplaying the competition, and I like having his auto. These two will be going to my boy SP the Titan. I hope he finds out by watching this. Huge Titan fan, obviously, by the name. So we got a Derrick Henry Gridiron Heritage, player-worn material, unfortunately. And then we have Derrick Henry and Zeke dual patch from Black Gold. He loves Black Gold, too. So I'm excited to get him these cards. And then his cousin Richie, I think, is going to like this one. Number 24 of 49, Chris Godwin, 2019 Select. Nice 4-color chunky patch. Select does a good job with their patches. Godwin obviously had a breakout year and has plenty of potential and upside with Tom Brady at the helm in 2020. Or 2021. 2020, that's right. We got some more random pickups from football. Matt Ryan, rookie auto. I like that card a lot. I have a Matt Ryan auto, but I don't have his rookie auto, so I'm probably going to hold on to this. We got a Lamar Jackson rookies and stars. As a Patriot fan, I'm hopeful, optimistic. I think Jarrett Stidham's good. I'm actually, Jarrett Stidham, I think he obviously has a lot, tall task ahead of him. Big shoes to fill. But Stidham was one of the better quarterbacks coming out of high school. He was actually, many draft experts say he probably would have been the second best quarterback in this draft over Tua. And people forget that he was actually all SEC when he transferred to Auburn. So he was at Baylor before all that crap went down. He wasn't involved with it, but I think he got caught up in it in just the turmoil with the team over at Baylor. And he transferred to Auburn, had a great first year at Auburn, second year not so good. Then he got drafted. So I picked up 3 of his Donruss Optic cards today. I will, pending review of the condition, these will likely be going to SGC. I picked up some select rookies. So we have 2 of the concourse levels, and then we have 1 of the premier level, and then we have the premier level silver. So select, I think, is really starting to kind of come on and be it's still not as good as Prism, which I don't understand why. I think it's a much better looking card than Prism, but it's starting to kind of catch up to it. It's the GOAT number 2 for like the mid-range sets for sure. So I like those cards. I like Select a lot. The problem is the price point for Select. They released the set so late in the season that at that point, everybody's like really, really jacked up about the season. So Panini jacks up the prices, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Another guy I am high on, and I can show you some other cards I picked up of him, but I picked these up today. We got a couple Baker Donruss Rated rookies. These are Donruss paper. Number 2 of 10 from 2019 score. We have the red, white, and blue Prism rookie, which I took a look at the condition. I don't love it. And unfortunately, same thing with the Prism rookie I picked up of his today. It's one of those things where I couldn't even sell this on eBay. I'm not trying to screw people over here. There's a pretty significant gouge going across his right arm here. So this one, there's a lot of pitting in it. It just wasn't taken care of. So, worst case scenario, hold on to it. Just throw it in my PC box, throw it in my show box, and let people know if they want to buy it that there is some condition issues. I don't want to do that on eBay. Don't want to do that on our website. It's just not worth it. We have 100% positive feedback. We strive for that, and I don't want to sell a product that isn't 100% perfect. And if you're not satisfied, I'm not satisfied. But speaking of Baker, if you follow us on Instagram, again, do it. Cards are we're pushing 1,000 followers soon. I hope so soon. Within the next 2 months, 1,000 followers. Let's go. My buddies from Cleveland and I have been collecting some Baker Mayfield. So this is our little stash that we have. That's the turn of the century, number 299 auto. We have the playbook auto, number 199, I believe. No, number 299. This one I got a stupid crazy deal on. I was really pumped about that. National Treasures. This one is number 299. This is the true RPA. So BGS 9. Again, I told you how much I love this set. Boom. I want to keep this one, but we'll talk. We'll talk to my buddies. But that's a beautiful card. We have the Flawless, number 225. I got a good deal on this one as well. We have the Limited, number 299. PSA 10 Prism. PSA 10 Red, White, and Blue Prism. PSA 9 Prism Auto. And then another, this is the 9.5, yet another National Treasures Rookie Auto, number 299. So I'm excited about the potential of Baker. I think I'll probably get the this one graded, the Elite. I think he's just the Browns, I know they say that every year, but, I think this is the year. We'll see. We'll see. He had such a great rookie year. It's so hard to think that he can't, continue on that and still be a successful quarterback. So I'm a believer. We'll see. Some more quarterbacks I think have a good year. Or quarterback, Carson Wentz. I'm really high on him this year. Actually, in fantasy football, I'll draft him. I got to take a look at the condition of these, but he's got a great line. He's got a lot of weapons. I know they drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round. However, they're not winning with Jalen Hurts as their quarterback. I think that they're going to try to get creative with him, but I think that was a wasted pick more than anything. He had a good year, obviously, but Carson Wentz is their guy. I mean, there's just no question. And they're different quarterbacks too. It makes no sense. Another guy picked up a bunch of cards of today. Rookie Stallions. We got some DK Metcalf. I think he has a big second year. A couple select DK Metcalfs, and then we have his Absolute RPA. Which, you know what? I think the Absolute is one of the more underrated sets. It's a good looking card. It's got a canvas texture to it. You get two patch relics, and you have the football relic, and of course the auto. It's not on card, but it's a good looking card. I think DK probably overtakes Tyler Lockett as number one receiver there. He seems more of a number one than Lockett, but I do think both guys could easily have over 1,000 yards receiving in 2020 if there's ever a season. We got some Deshaun Watsons. I almost bought one of his National Treasures rookie auto, but I couldn't strike a deal. The guy wanted a little bit more than I wanted to give up. It was a fair price, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. So instead, I got a couple select Deshaun Watsons. His Prism stuff is going crazy right now. Zeke, we got the red and yellow, and we have the select rookies. You know what's interesting about running backs, and we're going to see another one, is everybody's all about the rookie running backs, but then year 2, year 3, year 4, they kind of do take a dip. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're not the flavor of the week or whatever, but Saquon, still a stud. I just don't think there's a huge amount of room to profit on him anymore. But I could be wrong. One running back I think has a really big year and is still relatively cheap. Nick Chubb. Here's his Optic Pink. I think he has it. Again, I'm trying to take off the Browns Kool-Aid or stop drinking the Browns Kool-Aid, but the stars are aligning for the Browns to have a good year, and they're going to do it, on the back of Nick Chubb and from the arm of Baker Mayfield. Another guy I think has a decent year, Devin Singletary, and this is from the Select XRC set, one of my favorite sets. I love for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain it. I just love the redemptions. This is encased. It's sealed by Panini. It's a redemption, obviously. So theoretically, it should be in great shape. I will get this graded. This is definitely going to be on my list to grade. We're probably not going to send everything in this submission because I do have to recoup some money, but usually my strategy is throw it up on our eBay store. Next month, if it's still around, then we'll end up getting it graded. This is funny. I actually sold this to my buddy Mike and then traded for it back. I love AJ Brown. I think he's a stud. This came out of my PC actually when I traded it to him. And I just said, you know what? We were trying to strike a deal, and I saw it on his table. I was like, I'll take it back. So I was happy to get that back. I'll probably put that up in our eBay store. Larry Johnson, I do have one of his autos already. This is from Chronicles. If you followed the NFL in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, this guy was a beast for like 3 years. Miles Boykin, I actually think is a pretty big has a decent season next year for the Ravens. I think that they are lacking a true possession receiver outside their tight ends. And I think Boykin could be that guy. His stuff's super cheap. He'll never be a $100 card, but it could be a $20, $30 card in the near future. Amari Cooper, I think, has a solid season. So we got the Panini, the Prism Red, White, and Blue. I just posted a bunch of his base rookie prisms on our website, cardsr.com. And then finally, this card, which I don't know why it's taking off. People, I think, I don't know. But Josh Allen, Prism rookie. This card's doing really well right now. And, hey, strike while the iron's hot. I'll review the condition of this card before I decide what I want to do with it. But I think it could be definitely a candidate to be graded. Real quick, we'll probably try to run down some random stuff I got and then finish it up with the pages, of course. Razzle, Darrelle Revis. That's a nice case hit, I believe. Jadeveon Clowney, Prism Silver. Hunter Renfrow, Select Silver, which people love this guy. Cooper Kupp rookie. Chris Godwin rookie, number to 499. We got Zach Ertz Prism rookie, so a nice $3-4 card. Ronald Jones, number to 699. So the Bucs still need a run game, and I think that possibly Jones should win that. I don't like Keyshawn Vaughn, who they drafted in the 4th round. Second year, Jason Tatum Prism. So I'm just trying to kind of take cues from what I'm seeing in the industry. And, the second year Mahomes Prism, the second year, or like the first year Prism from LeBron, that stuff's really taken off. So if you try to find something unique that's affordable, it usually does pretty well. So I'm going to hold on to that second year Tatum Prism. I got a bunch of Hunter Henry Prism Silvers, I think like 4 or 5. They were pretty cheap, and I got a Select Silver as well. I just think he could have a good year, and for the price point I got it at, I could easily make a profit. Tony Romo Hollow. This is the Aqua, I believe, number 299 from the first year of Optic Football. So again, I mentioned the Tom Brady Optic first year just really took off. So I'm kind of hoping like the 86, 87 Fleer, all the other cards kind of follow suit. Shaq Topps rookie, his stuff's doing really well. Andrew Luck Topps rookie. Again, the price point I'm getting this stuff at, it was really hard to say no. PC item right here, Calvin Johnson, Bowman Chrome Refractor. I think I already have this one, the X-Fractor from Topps Chrome, but I think that's something that people will definitely like on the website and on Facebook or on eBay. That's it. Chain Reaction AP number 200. This one's funny. I think actually this one could do pretty well. Cardale Jones was lighting it up in the AFL. This is his silver prism. I think some people might remember that, and that might help his value. Knights of the Round. I believe this is actually a case hit. It's a die cut. I have to look this one up, but I did have a I did have a wasn't Zeke Elliott. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Zeke. Knights of the Round, but it wasn't a die cut. So I wonder if this one actually is a case hit. So I'll have to do some research on that, but that's why I got it. Paris Campbell, he seems like he's going to be the slot guy in Indy. So a good buy low, I think, is Paris. Again, he's a wide receiver. He'll never be big money, but he could be decent. I mentioned the Defying Gravity before. I thought it was a pretty big card, and so I picked up the Russell Westbrook for cheap. AP, rookie, cheap. Tyler Boyd, Flash, Prism Flash. Some more Hunter Henry. Brandon Ingram having a great year before COVID happened. Kenyon Drake, who I think has a pretty big season with the Cardinals. Speaking of Cardinals, Prism Silver, Larry Fitzgerald. Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. We have the Disco. And again, I mentioned Devin Booker before too. So nothing crazy here, but some good stuff. And finally, I'm going to end it because we're pushing 45 minutes. And if you've made it this long, thank you so much. If you need to split this up, I understand. Just make sure we get those views. We're going to end it real quick here with some Patriot stuff. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I got to show it off. I don't care if he's with the Bucs. I still love Tom Brady. 2005 gold medallion from Ultra. We got the Illusions orange. We got the Sweet Spot 2002. We have Contenders Optic red number to 199. Let's see here, some decent stuff. Optic. This is the 1989 tribute. This is one of my favorite looking cards in a while. They got the year 100 from Chronicles logo in the back. Picked this up today, number to 299. Paid a little more than I should have, but it's a great looking card. The red and blue just really popping that card. I hope I don't have it already. And this one's interesting. It is from the National. It's called Case Breakers. So I think it was for all the breakers. They got special little packs. N'Keal Harry, number 25. Good looking card. I think he has a really big year in 2020 with Jarrett Stidham. And I mentioned Luminance before. Just they made the holographics, what I love. And then finally, this is the first one I've picked up from this set, but I just love the photography of this, and these are nice patches from Encased. So, and I think Damian Harris actually has a good year. Watch out for him. Sony kind of was in 2020 or 2019. I think Damian Harris could have a solid year. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned, we have SGC coming up. If you guys are interested, follow us at CardZar on Instagram and DM us if you want to get in on that. Facebook, just search for us. Visit our website, www.cardzar.com. We have over 15,000 SKUs, we call it. So, aka, we have 15,000 different cards listed on our site. So we're jamming. Anything you want, let me know. I'll do my best to look for it. And in the meantime, reach out, say hello, and keep on collecting. Thanks, guys.